Here they said your mom, she was up for dead. When the girls and all never got
Hey, Travis,
Hey, what?
it's working now, man.
Good job, man. I'm real proud of you.
Get me in on the other one. I'm backstage.
I'll get you when I want to get you.
I'll drop off this one, bro.
Oh, you do what you got to do, bro. Yo, Smallmouth Crush, Monday Night Live with Epic Eric.
Got to do the old switcheroni, man. Look me, I'm like repping the Smallmouth Crush tonight, bro.
Unbelievable.
I'm all Smallmouth Crush, man.
Alex.
Yo, what is up?
Let me turn up those studio lights a little bit, man. I look a little dim.
Good.
Gotta get the bright lights. What's going on with this
We
studio,
all go on
man?
vacation for a week and we come back and it's a mess.
Everything breaks down. What happened? There we
I
go. A
don't
little
know,
more
man.
light on the subject, man. How you like my new hoodie, Alex?
I think it looks great, man.
Travis dabbed me up.
It's
I
a
see
great
you're wearing
design
your-
he came up with.
I see you're wearing your Bass Lab stuff today.
I am, yes. Just spelled it wrong. This was a misprint. Couple letters off.
Ball State. It's close.
Got a couple letters right. But yeah, glad to be back. Glad to be back.
Yeah, man. Whew. What a week.
We're glad to have you.
What a week. Yeah, you've been
Man.
sorely missed, bro. Things have been working bad out here.
We
Didn't
got no
look too bad to
thumbnails.
me.
We got no schedules. We got no guests. We got nothing.
We got nothing. We got us, bro. We got a lot to talk about.
Go ahead, start. Where do you want to start?
Dude, what? The most epic 4 hours of smallmouth fishing of my life?
Well,
Maybe never to be repeated. Dude, it was your time to shine, and you rolled, man.
we can
You
talk
rolled,
about
bro.
that. We can
Hank
talk about
Parker,
that.
I sang a song with him, the Break Off Blues. You and Hank were having a duck calling or a goose calling competition, or was that an owl? I don't know, man.
An owl.
Yeah, you had the screech owl, he had the barn owl.
No,
He broke up.
I had a great horned owl.
You would.
He said it was a screech owl. It wasn't.
Well, look, man, I don't know my owl calls enough.
But I
about
do.
it. Okay,
And it
well,
was a great horned owl call.
would you do it for us right now? Would
Not
you
right
regale
now.
with us with the great? What? That would be a hysterical way to open
No.
the show.
We have
Cacao!
way too
Cacao!
much stuff to get into tonight.
Right, man. How you feeling?
On a scale of 1 to 10,
Yeah,
whew, the ride back was exhausting.
dude. I had you crying at the end, man. Why did you shed tears at the end? I lost it a little bit.
So, oh man, it was just a crazy road trip. Leaving after catching all these fish and staying up and really not getting a lot of sleep and driving
Yeah.
back home. I was tired. Eric wanted to keep fishing. Eric wanted
Yeah.
to go to Oswego.
I did. I was ready
Eric
to go.
wanted to go to Fat Nancy's. Eric
Thank
wanted
God.
to go here. Eric wanted to go there. I said, Eric, I ain't got no silver buddies. We're going home.
So crazy.
So
I know. I'm glad you didn't, because at the end of the day, I think we would have crashed, and that would have been the last trip we made
it
on
was
Earth.
bad.
You were hanging on. At one point, Travis goes, I was unconscious for a second. And I'm like, what? Because the car kind of veered to the left. And I'm like, unconscious as in like you lost consciousness? He goes, no, I just, I wasn't paying attention. I like zoned out. I'm like, okay, so I'll watch for the moments of zoning out. And then he tested me like he was going to go on an off ramp in the middle of it into the guardrail. And I'm like, dude, he goes, okay, I was just testing you, man. But yeah, man, Travis is he's not eating the sweets. There was no McDonald's. There was no me falling asleep, waking up to him like in a buzz steak, going, cacao, cacao. I was the one who lost it. I lost it on the way home a little bit, man.
I think it was somewhere between. I don't even know the artist that you were playing. Ludacris and Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah, I remember I asked you to sing it.
You told me to sing it. I got frustrated with you because I was annoyed for one.
Yes.
And finally, I sung it.
You did, man. You came in hard at the end and delivered like heavy.
An epic way.
Oh, for sure. That we should have had the cameras on that.
Basically, as I was getting into the song, the foot on the gas increased. We went from 75 to 105.
Yep.
And I decided to honk the horn for a little bit.
Yeah, you did a lot. If you won't do what you tell me.
It was crazy. You guys had to be there.
Yeah,
Anyways,
I know.
We got an awesome show lined up because we are going to do a nice little recap of our trip and talk a little bit about our adventures. But before we go there, we got to talk about the sponsor for this week's live show.
Who is it tonight?
Blue Yeti.
Blue Yeti?
What could Blue Yeti be?
It keeps you cool. It's their ice. I don't know, man.
No.
I don't know.
Come on.
Dude, I don't know it. I mean, I could Google it, I guess.
I'm going to share it with you guys. And there's links in the show notes as well if you're interested in taking a look at this. But look at this little compact portable power station. This is the EB55. They were nice enough to send me one, Eric. If next time we get lost in the woods, we get stranded, we don't have electric power, nothing. We just hook this baby up.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's a power station. A lot of campers would find this useful. It's got all kinds of gears and gadgets. I think it has like 13 different wireless devices. It's got USB. It's got a place up there to charge. It's got your plugins, your AC outlets. It's crazy, dude. And it's pretty light, 16 pounds. You can make coffee with this thing anywhere you need electric. I tested it yesterday. My boat batteries were dying, right? And I'm like, what happens if I'm out somewhere? We've all been there where you've been to a hotel or you crash on the road in between lakes. I'm like, can I get a little bit of juice?
Crash on the road between lakes.
You know, like crash alongside the road.
Oh, you mean like we did?
Yeah. Yes. Well,
and then I couldn't fall
just pulled
asleep.
over. Let's say you fish a lake.
Gosh.
You're not at a hotel and you may need to run some power. This is the deal right here.
That'd be perfect.
It is. So if you guys are interested in this, check them out. They actually have a bunch of stuff, a bunch of power sources on their website, and it gets better. One last thing here.
Uh-oh, what else you got, man?
Oh, they sent me a solar panel to go with this thing, dude.
How about that?
So you can literally be out back with zero power, blare your Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah.
And have the sun charge you every day. Never
Pretty
go
cool,
out with
man.
power. So it's kind of a cool little deal. I'm actually going to play with it a little bit more. And
be off the grid, man.
Well, we need to get a little bit bigger if we're going to be totally off the grid, but this is definitely the way to go. But check out the link below or the website that's up here if you guys are interested. Blue Yeti, I definitely recommend giving them a look. There you go.
There it is, man. Awesome. Looks cool.
Oh, Kuda says you can hook up a portable vacuum to that.
Well, you all saw that clip before we went fishing.
I wish you had that in a non-Instagram story. I could play it. I think I recalled, Eric, can you send me all of the videos? And I said this on day one, and then you asked for videos from me, and I said, well, as soon as you send the videos,
it was so fast and furious things we were doing. We didn't even take time to do any of that. Who's going to sit down and share videos when you're catching fish after fish after fish?
Guys,
after fish.
I'm going to share a really quick clip. Let's bring Alex back. You all right, buddy?
Yes. We had a cat wanting in the room issue, so I took care of it. Now he's gone.
You got a whole new studio, man. Where are you at?
I do, yeah. That was actually why I wasn't here last week. I'm in a new house now. Moved out of the college house into my
man
adult house. So we got I got an office now. We got a little bit more space, so that's why you can see some boxes behind me. Definitely not moved all the way in yet, but we got set up enough to be on the show tonight, which was my goal for the week. So
Nice.
That's
Excited
awesome.
to be
man.
here.
I didn't
Congrats.
say Blue Yeti. I said Blue Eddie. I said that.
No,
Did I
you
say
said
Blue Yeti?
Blue Yeti the whole
Blue
time.
Yeti. We'll
Blue
look back.
Eddie. No, it's
Blue
fact.
Eddie.
Blue A?
we'll have to get him on and ask him. It's like Samatus or Samatus.
True.
Samatus.
That's why I was like Blue Yeti. It's a new product from Yeti. It must be.
No.
You kind of threw me off by saying Yeti.
Depends what part of the country you're from.
Spaghetti.
That's true. Travis always has the Wisconsin excuse to blame his mispronunciations.
Oh, so I put together. I've been hours deep into editing some of these videos, and this one kind of stuck out. It was the end of one of the videos we made. Have you guys ever been there? One last cast. Well, one last cast turned into hours
Who even
and
knows?
hours.
Yeah.
Supposed to go, but we can't go. We keep casting. We just can't leave. We said we were going to leave, but we can't leave. Biting fish. Don't leave biting fish to go home. That's the #1 rule.
We cannot stay here till the.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. Then they better stop biting. I ain't leaving.
I'm gonna shake them off.
If you want to go,
I forgot I said
I don't
that.
want to go
I don't
either.
want to go.
Who?
But I do gotta get off the water. I gotta work on it.
At what time?
Like I'm late.
Oh, you're late for. You're gonna be late for a while.
Gonna be
I
late
gotta
for
get
a
this
while.
one in now.
Woo! I'll take him. One of the most incredible days of fishing of my entire life.
Leave when they stop biting.
They won't
They-
stop biting.
Well, I gotta get my last fish. dude.
Okay.
They
It's
wouldn't
getting
let us
nice
go,
out there.
man.
The rain's stop, and we can stay a little longer.
Are you trying to talk me into staying?
You didn't want to take a picture of a 5.5 pounder?
I've already got pictures. I just want to get the fish back in the water.
It's time to go. Time to go.
I'm not casting. I'm not casting. Are you?
I am.
Well, no, come on, man.
One more cast. We can go whenever now. So it's your call.
We gotta go.
All right, let's pack up.
We gotta go. What time is it now?
Probably 7.
We gotta go.
Why? Because all of a sudden,
No, I want to eat dinner.
we'll get dinner somewhere. We got to get a good hotel, and that ain't here.
We are not driving it in any.
I don't want to drive in the morning after I make this last cast. I don't like that angle.
What do you mean?
I fished this.
Fished all the angles 100 times.
I had the set, dude. That's a giant.
This is it. I don't care if I catch one or not. I'm not
All right,
taking
me
any
neither.
more casts.
This is the end, guys.
No matter what happens.
No matter what.
Last cast.
Oh, now we're making another last
One more.
cast?
This is it. No matter what. Absolutely, positively.
Right there.
Where'd you go?
I'm fine with that cast.
Where'd you go?
I'm just right out here. This is the last cast.
No matter what happens.
Okay, that was the last cast.
Uh-oh.
I just had one on.
Well,
Got him.
got him.
Oh, it's another tubber. Did you sneak in a spinnerbait cast?
I did.
That's pretty tricky, man. That's it, brother.
All right.
Absolutely, positively done. And until next time,
See you guys on the water.
woo!
That was crazy. I have never,
Man.
ever, I don't care what it was, fish after fish. Literally, they wouldn't let us go, man. They
How
wouldn't let us
rude,
go. It's true. It's like when the fish won't let you go.
It was pretty dumb to leave, bro.
Oh, man, we could have stayed out there till dark.
You might still be out there. Who knows?
I probably could have fished through the night. Did they bite at night? It was wet and cold. Oh, but it was so worth it, man.
Oh, so Eric and I, obviously, on our last live stream last Monday, we were debating what to do. Well, we ended up driving shortly after the live show. Oh, we raided the kitchen. We ate that cold ham.
We did, man. I needed some fuel.
I made some coffee,
Did. Tasty.
and then we hit the road.
Yep.
We got about, oh gosh, I was getting tired around Scranton, Binghamton.
Yeah.
I fought through it. You started sleeping by that time.
Was I?
Yes.
I was catnapping a little bit. Like I had no REM going. I was in deep sleep.
Then I pull over at a
Yep.
wayside.
Oh man, and I am juiced up, ready
I
to
grab my
fish.
pillow, my blanket. I'm ready to go to sleep. And Eric grabs my extra pillow.
Yeah.
And starts laying on it. So now I'm
Don't-
a little upset.
Don't do that.
And then apparently I doze off and I wake up. I'm in and out of it. It's 4 a.m. and you're wide awake on your phone, checking
Yeah,
your Instagrams.
I haven't been asleep yet. I don't think I went to sleep. I was just waiting for you, killing time.
Man.
And we got there early. Right?
Yeah.
It's like 6:30, man. And there was an epic bug hatch.
So
Like
so
a
we get there in the
biblical
morning.
record of millions of
I
them.
could share, you guys, if you guys want me to like, you really should see a little bit of footage of this first day.
I think so.
And we can discuss it as we go through. But we set up, we went out, we caught a bunch of fish, and we had a big bag right away.
Dude, it was like the first fish. There were 6 or 7 with it.
And one
Like-
was 6 pounds.
Yeah, I hooked up and then I'm not used to this. Travis is completely used to it. So I'm reeling this fish in, his first fish of the day. And Travis goes, "Oh my God." And I look down and they're like 6 smallmouth with it. And Travis goes, "That one's a giant." And they all look giant to me. If you asked me to cast to the biggest fish in the school, I'd have just thrown in the middle and just hoped for the best. He targeted the biggin and caught him. It was a 6-something. So that was the first giant fish of the day. I
So
think the
Travis,
one I caught
what
was like a
technique-
5.
I
Yeah.
was just curious what technique you do, like go to in that situation when they come back to the boat in a big group.
Well, you just plop them off with a Ned rig or drop shot or hair jig or actually anything you got.
Yeah, they would have. They were fired up.
So we really didn't try bait fuel a whole lot. We had it, but I think what it was the bait, Eric.
So what was so special about that bait, Travis?
Why did you have to
Maybe we
say
should
it?
have talked before the show.
I wish you wouldn't have said that. Are you trying to make me laugh? I'm still tired from the trip. I'm a little goofy. I'm feeling exactly like I felt when we rode home.
Me too.
Yes. I will not be able to keep a straight face. All right.
I can't either right now.
Truth be told,
No truth.
There's
I don't want any discussion on nothing from this point forward about stuff.
Why did you start?
Come
with
on,
me?
bro.
Just show the footage. Take me off the screen right now because I'm coming unglued.
I wanted to talk about the bait a little bit.
Okay, go ahead. I think I can keep it.
Let's focus.
I think. Are you crying?
I'm gonna start if you keep this up.
Start with what? You already did. Why did you uncork that genie? Don't do that.
You did, because I had to say something because I know you were gonna go there.
I wasn't even thinking about it right at that moment. But
Okay.
man, you took my brain right there.
Anyways, so
All right, Basser Mike wants me off. Travis, Basser Mike, you get your wish. I'm out.
listen. Okay.
Basser Mike, you didn't have to tell me that. I asked to get off the screen. So how about that, Basser Mike? Take me off. I said take me off. Now I'm coming at Basser Mike. I'm spun out. Why? We caught 30 pounds. Let's talk about that beautiful little bait you designed.
Okay, guys.
Because we crushed
A
them.
couple things. I wanted to throw Great Lakes Finesse, so I had things rigged up. We had the snack crawl, the flat cat, and we had, of course, the drop minnow. Now, I talked to Dan. Dan's been on the live show a few weeks ago. We talked about the drop minnow and the different techniques and ways to fish it. Dan lives up in the area that we fish as well. Dan says, Travis, we had multiple 30-plus days. I'm getting messages from guys that had 30-plus pound days on your bait. This is legit. We're excited. Here's what I'm doing. I'm like, come on, man, really? So, and Alex, I'll ask you this. You're familiar with this bait.
Mhm.
Designed at 2.75. It's really ultimately used originally in my mind was a Demiki rig to fish for suspended fish on a little jig head, hover it and shake. Also drop shotting, of course. Amazing drop shot bait. Well, he goes, rig it. Let me just ask you guys in the comments, would you even think of doing it this way? He says, rig it on an underspin. There's not much, there's good tail action, but it's not like a boot. It's not like a, you know what I mean? I just did not think of that as something you would just swim through the water column. And then he goes, I don't want to give up the color. Well, I guess I did in the video.
He did.
So it would be a color I wouldn't expect to really throw for that situation either. I mean, I have.
Agreed.
But he goes straight black. I go, okay. So I'm looking around my box. I have no underspins. Like I have underspins, but with giant hooks that are not going to fit in this thing, right? I have underspins for 3.8 Kitex and all that. So I found some of those underspins I bought years ago that have that little rubber deal, and you can slip it on and off any type of jig head you want. So I found a small jig head, and I put it on underspin. Eric, you actually started with a snack craw, I believe.
Yes. No. Yeah. Yes.
A snack craw, right? I think you saw. I saw that.
First fish came on, I mean, a rain scrub, and then you're like, throw the snack craw. So I took the rain scrub off and I threw the snack craw, and they bit that immediately as well.
And at midday, I'm like, Eric, we should try these on a Ned rig. And all of a sudden, the Ned rig game opened up, and they wanted these stupid things.
Big time.
Craziness.
Big time.
Anyways, I was just really blown away how unbelievable that looked in the water, swimming it with an underspin.
That's
and
pretty
apparently
cool.
The fish loved it too. I threw it on the St. Croix Victory, that crosshair, that rod they designed for a hair jig.
Perfect.
I was launching these pretty far. I don't think you threw this. I don't think I gave up a underspin for you.
No, I had one
Oh,
from Deke's jig.
okay. That's
built,
right.
Yeah, it's built on a net head.
Yep.
Yep.
Gosh. So we started catching them on that. The action really never stopped, but it got me thinking here. JP and I are heading to a pretty big tournament on the Great Lakes next week. And it's going to be really, things are developing to set up perfect for me, meaning it may not be a pre-spawn deal. It could be a full-blown spawn. But if it was pre-spawn or post-spawn, I think I would be, I'm actually going to have some of these. Great Lakes Finesse, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say this or not, but I'm going to say it. They are coming out with their own underspin specifically for these. And they're mailing me a couple prototypes that will hopefully hit the mail tomorrow. If that happens, I'm going to definitely be using those. Otherwise, we're going to see if we can get that little smaller underspin to work. That one that you manually put on wasn't bad, Eric. It swam pretty good. You saw it.
Yeah.
It would catch once in a while, but it just wasn't. It wasn't the perfect setup for me, anyways. But it certainly got the job done.
Sure.
I'm just reading some of these comments here as I go.
You think he could also try that mini chatterbait, Travis? That it's almost like a little Demiki red head with a
Yeah,
ball blade
perhaps
on the front with that thing.
Perhaps.
Why
And
not?
these did hold up pretty well. I in the
thought
comments
so.
here. We went through 15 or 20, but you got to remember we caught anywhere, depending on who you ask, 200 to 400 fish that day.
I don't even know.
We don't know.
I wish we had a clicker.
It could be as high as 400. It literally could have been.
I don't even know.
How many doubles we've had?
I would
we had
call
50 doubles.
I would call daily double every time.
It's crazy.
So
So
it's pretty special when you do, but then it got out of control.
yeah, let me share a couple clips here, and I can pause and go through some things. I know Eric hasn't seen this yet,
No.
and I'm still working on it a little bit. But we'll watch a little bit for you guys. and answer any questions.
Oh, yeah, M. Jones. You got that right.
Let's start out with the intro. This is where we hit the 30-pound mark on this fish.
Look at that one. Look at that one, dude. Yeah, look at him. Look at him. Look
Is
at
it
him.
the
Look at
one?
him. Look at him.
Is it the one?
You guys got to know. He said it so many times that day.
Oh, I saw that guy bite. Come on.
You did.
Yes! Dirty 30, baby.
We did it.
We did it.
Yo, hey guys, Smallmouth Crush. Here we are. Yo, hey guys, Smallmouth Crush. It's gonna be an awesome day. You know why? Because no idea. What are you doing over there? Yo, it's Smallmouth Crush.
Sometimes it's
Here
hard
we
to
are,
get an
Lake
intro.
Ontario for the special Canadian. Take two.
Take 3.
Take 3. Bugs. There's a bug hatch going on.
It was crazy.
Yo,
Anyway,
deep. We
so
look-
we're going out there.
nice.
Here we go.
What the heck?
That was the first fish.
no.
See that
You can see it, Eric. I gotta talk about this bait.
That's what
I caught
It's a little
First
sneaky deal. Caught a nice one on it.
I knew you'd do
So that sneaky little bait is a bait I actually, the owner
what?
of Great Lakes
Dude, I caught
Finesse,
the first fish.
could be an
Okay.
eighth. I don't There it is remember, right there, actually. guys.
There it
You
is.
see it. But I had one of those underspins that had that plastic keeper. So now you guys
that
know
you
what I'm
slide
talking
onto
about.
any
Any jig head. And it worked. It wasn't the greatest. It did get tangled up a few times. Okay. So there you can see like a boot tail on this or anything like that. So I thought, man, an underspin, really? Just swimming this through the water column?
It looked good.
Okay, I'll give it a try. And so I rigged one up and obviously was very impressed with it. And it's got my head thinking. I got a lot of applications, not just for swimming horizontally. Yeah, we get it. Let's get back to the fish here.
Look at that big one with him.
Oh wow.
Holy
So
shit.
here I'm
Look at him.
targeting
Oh
that
my
big one you
God.
just
Look
talked
at that one
about.
following.
Oh my
Come on,
God.
hit it.
Oh my
was
God.
good.
You ate it. Got him.
Ah!
Damn, dude. I got the assist. Big double.
This is nuts. These are big fish,
These are
man.
big fish, dude. Wow. Uh-oh. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? Control your fish. Bro, what happened?
I don't know.
What are you doing back here?
Take a
Can't
seat.
control it.
Come on.
Can't control a 6-pounder.
Control that fish.
So, guys, I'm actually throwing this on that St. Croix Victory, the crosshair rod, which is a great hair jig rod, but it's also good for throwing those little small.
What? Okay,
Finesse
so
swim
that
bait.
was the
Look
grub.
at the tail on that
That's the
fish.
second fish you
Look at
caught on the
this
grub,
guy
Eric.
here, dude.
Whoa.
Look at this gigantic.
Right now.
Look at this one, bro. Look at this
You
one.
mean the one I brought in for you?
Oh, jeez. I would have caught him
That's
regardless
6.
if you brought him in or not.
Oh, no doubt.
What happened?
The grub got it.
Oh, man. Look at that guy.
Look how beastly.
Wow.
When you put a few
Oh,
of those
man.
down, it was
My
like
spinner fell off.
unbelievable.
Oh, no.
Yeah, my spinner fell off on
Stud.
that first fish.
Yeah. It did?
Yeah. I had to dig
All
it
right,
out,
this
look
one
for
comes
one.
in at
Look at that.
514. We're going to try to get 30 pounds today. That one. Oh, God, that one hit on the drop. A long cast.
On the drop minnow.
Wow.
Have any friends with him? That's good. Put that on the drop, didn't
Dude, I'm going to need some more of these.
you? Know, right?
Nice. He's not the biggest, but we haven't even picked up the power poles yet.
I blind casted where he said they were going, and I done caught it. Nice tail walk, dude. That was beautiful. God, he's short and fat.
So I'm
man.
just literally just
Look at
reeling
that.
that real slow. We're in about what, 6 feet of water?
Holy
Yeah,
moly,
6 to
this thing's
8.
got some.
Oh, there's a big one
8.
coming.
It's got some girth.
Good, man. Go see it.
We moved around a little
Ooh,
bit. We
nice.
went out a little
Oh,
deeper.
that's
Now we're
nice.
in about 10 here.
It's a good one.
That's a different fish.
Yo, look at that.
I'm not only going, man.
It's so hard to judge them when they're right there. And then they get bigger as they get closer.
Yeah. That's true.
Right?
Oh, absolutely. Like that fish there looks like 3 pounds in 10 feet of water.
When I cast him
Yeah.
this
And
way,
then he comes up and it's like, oh my God, you got a 5 and change.
Look at him. That's
different shapes too.
That's gonna help.
You think it's going to help the cause here?
So you switched over. Oh
What
no,
do you
you
think
still
he
got the
weighs?
snack crawl now.
I got the snack cross still.
Nice one.
Great Lakes Finesse Snack Crawl.
So
But
I
then
don't
the
think
drop
that made the,
minnow.
that didn't make the final 5 though, because all 5 came on the drop minute.
Man, what a crazy
Yeah.
little fiasco. It's crazy.
They did.
These
You
are
called
some
that
good
last
fish
one out.
here.
That
Dang right
drop
they
crawl
are.
out one.
Dang.
6 pounds, 8 ounces.
And those
Conscious
grapple
release. This
scales
is
are
so
notoriously
cool.
light too.
Yeah.
That one
That
is.
might have been like
Yeah, dude, that's awesome.
31-ish.
That was awesome. He looks long. You don't look wrong. Oh boy. Oh
Man,
boy.
some just like took off. Like you could never tell by the way they were fighting too. Some of the smaller ones were like
Sure.
so crazy
Look at this
strong.
one, bro.
That ain't small. Look,
Look at this one.
they're both huge.
No, look at this stuff. Look at this thing.
Come on, come here. Look at this. Get him in.
Dang.
13.
5:15.
Mark it.
5:15. Got him?
Anyways, we could go on and on.
Yeah.
We ran a bunch of different spots. This particular area, and I told you, Eric, top 3 of the biggest smallmouth I've ever seen in my life, we spotted.
Did you sight cast another one here?
He bit the big
No,
one.
you did.
Look at that tub right
You
there.
got another one. They appeared out of nowhere.
That's true.
It's 2 that you sight casted when I hooked up because they have like, dude, it's 7 smallmouth came out of nowhere.
In that water, man.
Yeah.
How'd that
Dude, that
happen?
is like,
I don't
that
know.
has to be
So we
fixed.
found some fish in different locations. Then we found this group. This group here, there was about 8 fish, I think, in this group, and we caught
Right.
all 8. And there was 28 pounds right there,
Right there.
right here.
And literally, Travis would look at the fish. I'm just going to cast because there is no way I could tell the difference between what size they were. Travis, you sniped every big fish and every group you saw. I'm just like casting. I was so excited to go. I'm just getting my bait in the water. I don't care.
They like this thing, dude.
I don't know about you guys, but
Kind of a cool
I
feeling.
flipped out. I've never seen anything like that. I'm not used to seeing in crystal, gin clear water groups of 8 fish.
Oh yeah.
I just don't see that.
So we're visually seeing these fish, most of them. I'm working one right now.
Yep.
Eric's like, I don't know where to cast. Just
No,
cast.
Yeah,
Why are
that's
you
what Travis-
standing there, bro?
Because I'm just trying to pick one out at
You
this
see the
point.
nose down too and everything.
See, what is exactly? We're close to a 30 pound
We
mark.
had one on. I had him on for a second. Nice. 5.5.
Really?
Oh yeah. He thumped it.
Coming at me. Strong.
I don't know. You never tell. Now he's fighting. That's a big one. Get that fish in the boat.
Travis would say
Yes,
that's a big one. How many times did you
Oh,
say
I
that?
got a tub
I don't
too.
know.
We got
Oh,
2
dude.
tubs on.
And then you would say, it's not that big.
All right,
Make
what
a
else we
cast
got?
with the drop minnow.
Get him fired up.
Let it fall for a split second. And set the hook. I had a bite.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, we had super calm conditions. Completely the reverse of what went there the next time.
You could see down 55 feet. Was
It
the max
actually-
I've seen.
Made me want to do a header
Fishing my
straight
group.
into it.
Because
You're
I want
fishing
you
over
to
there.
I want you to get them fired up. See, that's what you do. You fire them up, and then they're looking for the meal that guy stole. It's a technique. I think you cast over my side once.
I would never cast to your fish.
This is my whole school of fish. You didn't want to come back here. Oh, I own it all at this point. You listen to me, Captain. Just getting too easy.
We've seen a lot of walleye in 50 feet of water.
We did sleeping.
Right?
Yeah.
It was so clear.
Real simple. Make a long cast with the drop, rod tip down.
All right, what else we got? Oh, here's something. You guys might have seen this.
Oh, I gotta reset it.
We'll watch this clip and then we'll wrap this part up.
You don't have to.
Okay. 29.
29 pounds, 6 ounces.
Oh, come on, dude. We got to get rid of one more. Let's go.
That's a nice
That's
one
a
there.
nice one, man.
Wow.
I got us close.
Ooh.
Travis going to seal the deal.
Crazy.
Maybe that's him. Whoa, what's that craziness over there? He was like
That
doing a
fish was
dance,
doing
man.
this.
He was like doing the jig jag. Like, no joke. Yup. There he is. Oh, there he is. Yeah. Look at that one. I know, dude. I'm seeing. What's he doing? Look at him. He's jumping all over the place.
Oh, we saw some fish breaking that day, didn't we?
Yes,
Decent,
yes.
bro.
Yeah.
You might make it.
He might make the cut. I think
We'll
we're going to
find
have to scale him up. He's solid, dude.
Yeah.
What's our smallest right now?
All right. Our smallest is 5 pounds, 5 ounces.
Let's see. Come on. Be the one. Be the
Come
one.
on, get there.
5,
5'6".
5'5".
He ties.
It's 5'5", bro.
He ties. This could be it.
Okay. It's decent.
This could be it.
That's a
Everyone
good
was
one.
it.
It's a good one, but I just don't think he has the dirt.
I'm gonna probably go wide here.
All right, let me see if I can find the one. We just wrecked them.
We did, man.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, so I sight fished the one here. I'll show you how it went down. Ready?
I don't even know.
I see him.
My leader is so jacked up. Right
Here he
now.
comes. I see him.
Like I see this fish coming right now. There he is.
Good suspense.
There he is. Come on. He's got it. Oh yeah. Look at that one.
Look at
that
that
one, dude.
rod, man.
You
That
do it?
rod loaded.
I love that rod.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. This is
You
a
love
good
your
Is it
tube
the
rod
one?
now, too.
Yeah, look at him. Look at him. Look
Is
at
it
him.
the
Look at
one?
him. Look at him.
Is it the one? You've announced
You
how
tell
many
me,
times.
Eric. Look at him.
Tell me.
God, it's close.
I don't know. He's got to be 6, right?
Yeah.
And change. Smallest.
Oh, open up. Oh, I saw that guy bite. Whew. Come on.
Yes! Yes! Dirty 30, baby!
We did it.
We did it!
6 pounds.
Mark
2
it.
ounces. 6'2".
Woo!
30. We did it, guys. On
We
the
did it.
Great Lakes
On
Finesse
live!
drop minnow. We did it right there. Oh man.
That's awesome.
That's sweet, guys. Honest to God, we just did it. We caught 30 pounds of
On
fish.
camera with Travis's new bait, all on the scale.
Mwah. That's a stud there. Wow.
There you
I'm
go,
gonna make
guys.
one more cast way out this way. Oh, they are
We
that
can't
way.
stop
Yep.
casting.
Well, I'm gonna cast this way.
Travis, was there any reason for no sunglasses, or is it just too dark for him to make a
Dude, my
difference?
No,
ears are so twisted up
I-
right now.
Yeah.
Don't remember why I took them off.
There, you officially have your own
The water was so damn clear.
GPS waypoint named after you.
Do I really?
It's Eric.
That's awesome, dude. That's pretty awesome. You did the work.
Anyways, we could go on and on.
Just get me up. All right.
It was just crazy.
You really can? Yeah.
Watch
how do you
this.
do that?
He lands one and then the other.
Well,
Check it out.
Video that.
oh, there we go.
That is a first
Check
for
that
me.
out, man.
Travis, let me see that. My man Travis. That's why they call him Smallmouth Crush. He landed both those bass. We
With
both
one
hooked
hand.
up. It's another double, and he landed both at the same time.
Well,
That's
Well,
right.
one after the other.
That's right.
Still pretty extraordinary.
Yeah.
I
Got
thought
big
so.
paws, man. That's why they
Uh-oh.
call him
I was
Smallmouth
impressed.
Crush.
They're backwards. Grab that fish.
I'm sorry. I don't know what to do. I'm still under you.
God, we didn't. Why did we leave?
Seconds later.
Wow.
Sure makes me wish I was on the Chesapeake that day.
Yeah, that's pretty special, man, when that happened.
Oh, this is getting out. Oh, my hand fell off the reel.
I'm using your rod at that point.
Crazy sound, man.
Yes. Oh, we wanted to try the Great Lakes Finesse tube inserts.
Yes,
Worn out.
which
Guys,
are
we're supposed to
awesome,
fish
by the
with Hank
way.
Parker tomorrow up on the
Tomorrow?
St. Lawrence.
Well, no,
I
you
think so.
asked me to
Just
use your
another
tube rod,
4.
and I did.
Here. This is ridiculous.
I
I
was
know,
a-
right?
A hundo
Oh,
on that
daily
thing,
double.
man. There it is again. Daily double.
Dude, anyways,
Craziness, man.
I just want to give you guys a little. That was top 5 probably for me of epic days out there.
Top 5. What could have been better? I'd like to hear about that. Were you filming back before that?
No, Lake Michigan. I had one of these
Oh.
days. They're
Gotcha.
out there, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
Will
just
and I
wanted
Will and I had a day in September of 2019. Another amazing day out there.
No, Sean, I was using my Loomis's, but Travis wanted me to try his tube rod. He had some hookup issues, and he's like, I don't know, like, how do you set the hook? And I'm like, let me use it and try. And I didn't miss any. That thing is legit. Which one was I using to throw the tube? I don't
The,
know your rods.
Oh, 7-foot St. Croix Legend Extreme.
I love it. I mean, I hit him hard, pretty hard though. Yeah, my net rod.
yeah.
That rod's got a lighter tip than the one I was using, and so you really got to jam it. And you had the drag set perfect, man. But that thing, those tube inserts are great. I like them because they're really short, meaning it's a compact. So if you're using a finesse tube, like the Get Bit tubes that Travis likes, it fits it perfect. It's a super sharp gamakatsu hook, man. It just drives it home. Plenty of gap for a bite. It's a great setup.
And I am working on. I'm trying to get.
So we had 8-pound leader, and I was using 10-pound braid. I don't know what you were using, Travis, but all my Loomis's had 10-pound braid to 8-pound leader, and I used the leader that the Great Lakes Finesse guys turned us on to, which is the Danielson, which is a steelhead leader.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I love it because it comes in these little mini spools, and I had it set up, so it was really nice, man. It worked perfect.
Awesome.
Yep. So that was a Get Bit tube, snack crawl, drop minnow, and I used some of their heads. You were using the Z-Man head. I was using their smaller heads, and I also used the Z-Man football head, which I really liked. It kept me snagged less, if you will, in rocky area.
Yeah.
It seemed to come through the rocks really good, and the hook's the same as the little finesse one, maybe a little bit bigger. I think I got one here. I don't know. I might have. Anyway, you know what? I was bummed we didn't try. There were so many things I wanted to try up there. Didn't try the leech from Nico. Totally wanted to do that. I'll have to try that next time. And you're like, yeah, man, try it. I just never put it on.
No.
Yep. We did a lot of fun things, man. That's for sure. Got to crank a little bit. It was awesome, man. They ate the crank nice up at Will's for sure. But that was all about the drop minnow. That thing started to outproduce everything. It's a crappy sized bait. It blows me away. How do they find it?
Dude.
I honestly don't get it. What the hell do they think it is?
Yeah.
Ate the shit out of it.
That flat. The flat
Oh,
cat.
I threw the flat cat too.
At
They
the
ate
end of
that
the
too.
day, we started
Yeah, I put
throwing
that on.
And I was
Yeah.
like, what the hell?
Smoke purple. That's what the color I was using.
Yep.
Smoke. Well, you can't go wrong with a smoke purple
Yeah.
on smallies, right? Anyway, man, impressive lineup of baits. They last long. The matte finishes, I think, are the right deal. You know how your Ned rig, your Z-Man plastic starts to get better when it gets ratty? It's like they start that way with that look, you know? What happened to Travis?
I don't know. He completely dropped out of everything, so he must have lost power or
What?
accidentally closed out the window or something. But
That's
I'm sure
crazy.
he'll be back here in a second.
How you been, man? How you been?
I've been busy.
What's
Lots
your
of
next
stuff.
derby, man? And you know the one thing I really wanted to do that I didn't, Alex?
What's
I
that?
wanted to catch him on this crankbait, which I wanted a smallmouth to eat Travis Manson's head.
Why didn't we?
I did not throw, dude. I had all these things lined up. We did nothing. Like we were so burnt, I think, after the day that our brains, well, we shot other videos, which were extremely hard work. I'll just say that because of the rocky terrain that we worked in. And it was shallow, rocky terrain with a lot of current.
Yes.
It was not easy, but that was a whole day too. And then I got to crank a little bit. I want to catch him on this crank, dude. I want to have a smallmouth eat your head. That's the smallmouth.
I know.
Crankbait.
Hey,
I guess next time.
What
Damn
about
it.
this day? I'm just putting this video together.
Oh wow, man, crazy.
Get that fish with Hank Parker.
That's pretty crazy too, man. He was funny. Hank can tell a story, man. He is a lot of laughs, man.
Yeah,
I know what you did last summer, Manson. I caught that first smallmouth.
it looks like that
I
has
did.
the bait we were supposed to throw in its mouth.
Yeah, which is the one I threw.
Oh.
Which is the one we were supposed to throw. You mean I threw it the whole time? I
Right.
caught like the first 3 smallmouth, and I started to get a little nervous for Travis and Hank. So I'm like, I found them on the rocky point, and so after that, I cast out into the middle of nowhere, and I was dead sticking. That was the other thing.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Travis,
Wow.
we'll reveal it maybe when you launch the video. But this was your show segment kind of thing, right? Hank is funny. What's he saying? Well, where's the audio?
There's no audio?
I can't hear it. Can anybody
Oh.
else hear it?
No. You probably gotta hit that little box in the
Oh, I'm
screen
sorry.
share thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Rewind. Be
I'm
kind.
sorry.
Please be kind and rewind.
That's kind of on StreamYard. They made that option to share the audio like really small and easy to miss. when you
It
go-
has to be in a tab in order for me to do that, I think.
I gotcha.
Yeah. Oh well. Anyway, so I'm working on that, guys. That'll be a pretty fun little deal. I have
Oh, dude, that was magical.
we called
I mean,
we had a good day on the Beast Coast sniper jig, swimming it with a 2.8. The challenge was that river ate a lot of jigs that day, man. We were super shallow. We were still using a 1/4 ounce.
are you
but
going to
man-
produce that video?
Yeah, I got to figure that out. That's going to be a 3-hour job.
I know, man. That was a lot of work.
And then we have we caught fish on it.
We
but
did.
We retied a little bit,
A little bit.
a lot,
Oh
a
my
lot.
God, a lot.
And then we dragged the drop minnows, or swimmed it, I should say. So we made a video about that.
We
I got
did.
some crankbait. Let's see if I can find that real
The
quick.
crankbait.
I
Crankbait
don't
stuff.
think you'll see any of the.
That was the star of the show, man.
I don't think you're gonna see or hear any audio. Let me just see if I have that.
That's Hank, right? That's the largemouth.
No. Oh, we did catch some largemouth.
On the The Beast Coast.
The Beast Coast Lil Magnum.
Lil Magnum. I was swimming a jig.
Yeah.
I lost 2 good ones, man. Finally caught a little one. And a pickerel.
That was fun. We got in a nice group of largemouth in there.
Oh yeah, Willis was going off with his wacky Senko.
It says
Oh,
cream.
by the way, the Camus ride was awesome. That boat, I was really impressed with how when you got it up, the nose stayed up at very low speeds. It got on top of the waves, and it's a very soft hit. You know, if you're going over a wave coming down. I mean, Travis can drive the boat. It's 25 pitch drop. I don't know if that was standard on the Camus or not, but Travis got it right. I mean, he knows how to trim and use that jack plate correctly. But I'm very impressed with that ride, especially how slow you could keep the boat on plane and how high it rode and the softness. As a rider, it's one of the softer boats that I've been
Well,
in.
so far it's been the best riding. Listen, I don't have a whole lot. It's different when you jump into somebody's boat, right? I've been in Rangers, I've been in Skeeters, Phoenix, I've been in them all, but I can only speak to Triton, Legend, Nitros. And this was definitely the best riding boat so far. And you're right. We were able to just get up in those waves. And I pushed it a little bit at the end, Eric. I wanted to test it in that nice chop. We had a 2 to 3 foot chop, and I got her about 50 or so and just went right through it. You didn't even complain. I mean, I was looking out for it. You know what I mean?
No, man. I mean, I wanted you to open it up too, man. I mean, the ride was excellent, dude. I mean, you're a good boat driver. Don't get me wrong. But the boat, I could feel the difference in the boat. Like there have been some Tritons that I've ridden in that, you know, the hull, it stays up, it stays on top. But in particular, when you're going through big waves, if you could keep your boat on plane at low speeds and the way it rode at low speeds, it was just, it's fantastic ride, man. I mean, look, I'm no Great Lakes fisherman, but, you know, I've been
and listen, I spent
on the rivers. So
I spent four past seasons in a nitro out there, so nitros are fine too. Not an issue with running. It's just there's a little difference, you know.
Yeah,
it felt different than the nitro for me. So
What's
I
your
bet
top speed
you drove that great too. So I mean, look, the boat is perfect. I like it. It's roomy. I like the storage. I like that the middle hatch doesn't dump your stuff in the gas tank. I don't have to worry about that anymore.
Right.
You know, that is a design thing they must change. So Johnny Morris, if you're listening, redesign the middle hatch of the nitro that if you pick it up, it doesn't empty everything into the middle of the boat.
We've got some GPS SD cards somewhere in one of them nitros from a few years ago.
Oh my God.
Still in there.
Oh no. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a nice chip to have. Whoever got it.
Well, they'll never find it.
Oh my God. Yeah,
Travis, how are you liking the AMPD storage system you got in there?
Real good. I just rearranged some things for my trip to Wisconsin this week.
I wanted to show everybody something.
But yeah, it's a pretty cool little deal.
I figured something out for all you Great Lakes people.
So I know the last time we talked, the tournament you're planning on fishing in Wisconsin was maybe going to be the first wave of the spawn, maybe some pre-spawn still. With this warm weather we're having, is it looking more and more like a spawning event? Or are you guys still a little behind up there?
No, let me check the weather while I have you. So there's a very large tournament there this weekend.
Okay.
The Sturgeon Bay Open. So those you're going to see some amazing weights. You're going to see 30+ pound bags.
Oh wow.
30 plus
for both days.
Again?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Come on, dude. For real.
For real. So let me give you an idea. So tomorrow it's 77 for a high.
Holy moly.
Wednesday 68. Thursday's 87. Wow.
Oh, what are you
Friday's
kidding me?
86.
What?
So what's going to happen, and I'm not sure when the full moon is, but it's got to be coming up.
Somebody Somebody check the lunar calendar for Travis.
It kind of is bothering me. So I'm going to be there that day.
Why is it bothering you?
Because that first wave, those guys are gonna, man.
So the full moon will be completely full May the 16th. So next Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you're gonna have, I don't know if it's a Saturday, Sunday, or Friday, Saturday. It doesn't matter. Yeah, you're gonna have an amazing. You're gonna have a big batch of
what?
Of big spawners first on that Friday morning for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang, man.
Whew.
So
Which
it's really
is fine.
cool. Really cool. I'm gonna tell Travis, you like those little things I was putting in my pocket. So look, guys, look. I put a little Tug Life sticker on here, and I carried these in my pocket. And what I did was I put like my drop shot weights on the inside. This thing opens up. So I had a variety of drop shot weights in there. And then this little compartment in the back right there, I put my drop hooks. And I didn't have to go into Travis's box. If I lost something, I could just pull it out of my pocket and retie. And then I had another one with jig heads in it. It's perfect. This little thing was handy, man. I didn't go into your box one time this trip. Did you notice that? I never asked you for a jig head, a weight, or a hook.
Yes.
Nothing. That's pretty impressive.
Uh-huh.
I mean, we avoided some comedy, but anyway, I thought you'd like to know that, everybody. I did not go into another grown man's tackle box this trip. I brought all my own shit, and I was completely organized. And it was fast because I carried it in my pocket.
Yeah.
Anyway, thought I'd share that little tip.
Anyways, Alex, JP and I are going to have a very good event, I believe, based on the weather.
Good to hear.
Now, I'm looking at Green Bay, so Door County weather is going to be a little different, but it's going to get hot.
Are you vlogging this weekend, bro?
I would imagine.
So what is JP's
That's
role?
what I was just going to ask too.
You invited me to this tournament, and I said, well, what will I do? And you were like, I don't know, dude. Just get the net. I'm fishing for 20,000 with Scooter down on the Chowan River. So wish us luck. We both.
So
got big tournaments, man. What's his role? I want to know.
Well, JP, first of all, doesn't fly in until Wednesday night. Okay, so he flies into Green Bay. I got to go pick him up.
Yep.
And we'll have one day of practice together. By that point, I should have things dialed in. So I'll probably take him to a fun little lake where we can go mess around.
Okay.
If he wants. Or if perhaps I am going to be struggling. Maybe I'll keep him out there. We'll go out. Either way, we're going to have some fun. If it's a flogging event, I'll have all my fish ready to go. I would prefer to catch them just because I have a relationship with those fish already. I'm going to be able to pull up to my waypoints.
Did you say a relationship?
Yes.
How do you have a relationship with a smallmouth bass?
I just do. So I'll have things ready to go. What he'll be doing is he's going to be throwing some finesse baits, probably some swim baits, things like that, randomly casting, hoping to pick off a big one.
Okay, I got you.
While I'm working the bed.
So he'll cover water and be ready when you hook up. So you're going to do your one-handed flogger thing.
Oh, yep.
Oh, is that a secret?
No.
Oh.
No.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
So you'll mark your fish the day before. You'll catch them and weigh them.
I'll be marking fish all week.
I gotcha. So you'll mark, catch,
I'm not gonna really fish the bay probably till Monday. I gotta there's that big tournaments this weekend there, so I don't want to get in anyone's way or
sure
get preconceived. I just want to stay clear of that.
So what are you gonna do between now and when you go Monday? Do some filming?
Yeah, I'm gonna go on some other lakes.
Content. What are you gonna shoot? What are you trying to shoot? What's the plan?
I don't know. I kind of just let things develop.
I gotcha.
That's smart. So you're saying like you don't want to go out there and say I'm making a spinnerbait video and throw a spinnerbait for 5 hours, find no fish.
Oh no, we've done that.
You do that?
And, no, we move on the fly at Will's. I think the first time we went up there together, we made like 17 videos.
Oh dang.
Yeah, this time we made 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, there's some inland lakes I'm going to hit up to, so it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be work, but what's so funny?
Nothing, man. I like it. It's passion. Is it work? It's joy. No, it is, man. Editing those videos. I don't know.
No.
You,
To fish the tournament, driving to Wisconsin to fish a
Oh,
little team tournament where I should probably just go out 2 days before instead of spending all week up there. You know,
well, you could use it as content opportunities,
that's
right?
exactly what I'm going
Right.
to do.
That's how you sell it to your wife. I get it. I'd buy it. It's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Is there such thing as too much practice for a sight fishing event, or with the way the fishing will
No.
be, there's no such thing?
No, it's going to be it's this is the time of year to fun fish or just be out fishing in general. There's going to be a lot of fish caught. There's going to be big weights this whole week. These fish are going to get pressured. You know, in all the bays.
Yeah, but I think you got some in your back pocket.
Sure. But at the same time, you're going to have to work for those key bites.
Yeah.
But when they do get on the bed, I'll be able to hopefully find a whole bunch that are locked in and at least have a little pattern. The further north you can go, you can get into some pre-spawn fish. The problem is the more north you go, I find the I shouldn't say smaller the bag, but they're not grouped up as much. Like you can't go whack, in my opinion, you can't go whack a 28, 30-pound bag in one little zone quickly.
Really?
Where you could closer to the ramp, closer to takeoff. I'm talking an hour to 2 hour boat ride north, where those fish are totally going to be pre-spawn. That water temp is probably still in the 40s for sure.
Holy moly, that much
right
different.
now. Oh,
wow.
yeah.
Wow.
Where they could be spawning down south,
right.
They won't spawn until June up north in that zone. So,
holy moly.
Right on.
Huge difference.
Hold on. Coot, are
Hold
you
on,
messing
what?
with me?
No, someone else said, I don't know what SBBT stands for, but someone else said there was a small craft and they changed it.
This weekend? How would they change it the week out?
I don't know.
This isn't good.
Yeah, both Ken and Kuda said that.
Oh.
Why would they switch the tournament a week out? I'm going to have to look at that.
I don't know.
Anyways.
That is weird. But if anyone listening is interested in what Travis is going to be mostly doing up there, that's what we talked about on a VIP member live a couple weeks ago. He did a good job of breaking that down. You could hit us up and we'll get you a copy of that if you're interested.
Good one, Alex.
Unless you're fishing it, Travis probably won't want you to see it then. Who's calling?
Talking to somebody?
Oh, he's on mute. There he is. I didn't realize. I thought he was saying.
That's the one where they're weighing with the MLF style.
It's Kuda Live.
Kuda Live.
How are you?
All right. Anyways.
Jig Squad in the house.
Tournament next weekend.
What?
Out of Sawyer is still on. The one that is Monday and Tuesday, the Sturgeon Bay Bass Tournament, where they're doing the weigh on the boat, and you don't bring fish in.
Oh,
It
wow.
was supposed to be Monday, today, and tomorrow. They canceled today because of small craft advisory.
Okay.
Wow.
They moved it to today or tomorrow, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Okay.
So I didn't mean to throw you off, buddy, and scare you. I
That's
think you're all
fine.
set for the weekend.
Yeah. All right. Good to know. When is the tournament next? When's the Sturgeon Bay Open? Saturday, Sunday? Or Friday, Saturday?
No, it's Friday next week, isn't it? Friday and Saturday?
Okay, good. So Sunday I could hit the bay.
Yeah, LSB probably by the end of the weekend for sure.
Okay. All righty. Sounds good.
Good luck, buddy.
All right. Thanks.
I don't want to confuse you, all these tournaments up there.
No, I got her.
See you, buddy.
All right. See. There you go. Kuda set the record straight. We're good.
Good to go.
Easy peasy.
All right.
Oh, well, this was open topic, guys. If anyone has any questions, we weren't going to go too long tonight. Next week, we have Procure coming on, at least tentatively scheduled. That's going to be from somewhere in Wisconsin. Probably have my buddy Yogi on as
Yo,
well.
Ooh,
G.
yeah. He did a really good VIP show last year.
Yes.
That was a good one.
Yes. Maybe we'll tape one or
Oh, that's
tape a little
right.
segment of something too. But
Yo, G.
looking forward to that. Oh, what else? Eric, what else you got? What's your
Man.
plans?
Let's see. So tournament with Scooter this weekend. And then I'm headed down to see Austin Neary at Dreamcatchers Fishing. My buddy Mike Powers just caught an 11.48 cast to catch on camera on a Clash 9 crankdown in some Western Carolina water. Of course, Austin wants to keep that low key, the waters. But anyway, I'll be fishing with him Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I'm looking forward to that. It's been a long time coming. So I finally get to do it, man. Go down there and throw the big baits, man. That's the location of Southern Trout Eaters by Matt Peters. If you've ever seen it, it's one of the most hypnotic 2.5 hours or 3 hours of big bait, big bass like fishing you'll ever see, ever, anywhere. It's crazy. Featuring like the Huddlestons, Hud 68, Nazuma Rat, the Triple Trout. I don't know if they had that Depths 250. Yeah, man, it's crazy. Slammer fish. These are complete nuts about big baits, and Austin's become a big bait nut. So it'll be fun to go down there and throw some big giant baits with them. Who knows what's going to happen? I just don't want to fall in off that pond prowler.
Bunch of questions coming in.
Yeah, what you got?
Active target versus live scope. I'm not going to give an opinion on it yet, just because I haven't been able to really fish super, super deep and hardcore yet with it. So
I don't think we looked at a fish on active target that we caught.
That first
you might have.
No. In the morning, remember I said they're out there. We're in like 5 to 6.
Okay.
For a split second, I said they're there. They're there.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I don't remember it, but you do. You might have whispered it. I really don't remember that, but maybe you did.
It's definitely too early for me to give a decision on that.
I was just trying to say the whole fishing day was really not about active target on Ontario with you. It was basically sight fishing.
I'll tell you what.
And or
well, I don't
blind
want to give up
casting.
too much information, but
yeah,
if you lived up there, no, never mind.
Don't
Okay.
save that for a VIP.
There you go.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have been fishing.
What does that even mean?
We should have been learning, bro. Springtime's the time to learn.
I don't really fish tournaments up there, so thank you for taking me fishing and not looking. But I'll tell you what, most people think we just whacked on them all day. There were hours, upon hours of 0 bites and thousands of casts. Meaning, could we duplicate the pattern, the location, the thing that the Great Lakes guys told you was going on? We both tried to, well, you did. You knew the lake. You're looking at the map. I'm going, this looks good. It maps to what they talked about. It maps to where we caught them. A little bit different water quality here, there, temperature, and there was nothing. And when I say nothing, I'm talking not a perch, not a pike, not a muskie, not a nothing, not a goby, not a bite, maybe a bump. I don't even know. We worked our ass off to try to find other groups of fish. Flat out fact.
And because of the fact that I don't have the experience up there this time of year, I had a lot of ideas in my mind,
which is fine.
And I ran some mega deep stuff that I fished in the summer.
Yeah, you got to see how stuff set up. I thought
I had to go check some stuff out.
Yeah.
We also went into some backwaters that looked amazing.
Yep.
Like
nothing.
Why weren't they there?
I don't know. I cannot tell you, but we didn't catch a thing. It was work. I mean, and then we decided to go back to that other spot, man. You thought that guy emptied out that place because there's one other boat, in the area. And I'm like, man, first fish of the day. There's 6 with them. There's got to be some more there. And you're like, okay, let's go try it. And dude, from the minute we rolled up,
Yeah,
it was just like,
realistically, we found 1,
holy
2, 3,
shit.
4. I
Yeah.
think we found 4 or 5 spots that I would feel confident about. 4, yeah.
It was not 5.
Yep.
Oh, you mean including the day with Hank Parker?
Well, that I meant with Hank, we found that other deal, that little stretch there.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we didn't find it. You found it.
Yeah.
I was just along for the ride, bro.
Right.
You were shining, man. This was your week to shine, bro. I'm telling you, man. You earned your name, man.
Co-angler culture's asking best trailer for the sniper jig. So 2.8, a small swim bait, any type of creature bait that you're confident in. We had
Don't
Derek
forget the
from
Berkeley flatworm.
the flatworm. The I'll be throwing the drop minnow on it as well for sure. Ned rigs, it's
Sure.
endless. Use your imagination. I just listen, and here's something we didn't talk about when Derek was on last week. I did this last night while I was watching Blacklist. So I'll take the magic bug version, my colors that we chose, the Mothman, the melon, sexy melon, green pumpkin, they have thinned out skirts already. But one of the things I wanted to emphasize when I designed this with Derek was, and he felt that we needed a little bit more skirt just for, I guess, just so it looked a little bit more appealing in the package, and it'll work fine. But I trim that secondary line of skirt material. So I have like literally 10 strands coming out of that jig. And I spent majority of last night doing that on those. So don't be afraid to trim that layer of material and make it ultra thin, and then put your favorite trailer on and drag that around, because that's a great football head jig all around anyways, what that's built on. But there you go.
Heck yeah. So, Travis, do you have any plans you got any tournaments circled besides the one next weekend, either on like St. Lawrence or Ontario for later this summer, besides the Smallmouth Crush Open, obviously?
Not really, to be honest with you. I got a Chester County on the 28th. Am I fishing out with you, Eric?
I think we are.
Okay. Then we have the Ike tournament on June 5th. Oh, we have a Bass Legends. Oh, shit. Book guide trip.
Cancel that one.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
that's on
man.
the 27th. That's with the actually Jim's probably on the stream here. Maybe Jim's flexible. He'll let me or maybe Jim wants to fish a tournament. I don't know. I booked a guide trip on top of a tournament, but that's fine. It happens.
Yeah.
What else do we got?
Do your thing,
Ike
man.
tournament. And then that's it. I go back up to Lake Ontario in June. Then we have them going to Wisconsin towards the end of June into July. Then the Elite Series comes to the St. Lawrence on the 14th. I come up there on the 17th to start guiding up there full time. Then we have the ABA tournament on the 23rd of July. And then, of course, the Smallmouth Crush Open is going to be on the 24th. A lot of you guys know all about that. We're going to hopefully get a nice group of boats so you guys can sign up on my website. We'd really like you to sign up as soon as possible. If you are planning on fishing that tournament on the 24th on Lake Ontario, the French Creek Marina in Clayton, New York, please sign up, get your entries in. That's just going to help out, because that morning of the launch, I'm sure we're going to have a bunch of entries, and it's just going to be chaotic. But I think we have things figured out. What else was I going to say? Oh, and then for the VIP members that had that special run bait order, we're working on it. We fell short on sales. We need about half more to go. JP's trying to work something out, see if we can get a smaller order in. But I'll know within a week, because I want to get this thing going. I know we've been dragging our feet, but it's not because we haven't had phone calls in. we've had phone calls in, and a lot of people don't seem to want to get back to us. So hopefully we'll be able to get that done. I see JP in the comments here. JP, any? I know
JP
you're
and
supposed to make a
Gino,
phone
man.
call. Yeah,
And
Gino's in.
Gino, the operator. Remember, Gino's the operator.
He is. I was supposed to.
He's the operator, bro. I'm looking for waddle bats. Where'd they go?
Since this is open topic here, let me just.
What do you got?
I'm gonna shoot JP a message, see if he's interested in saying hi real quick.
JP.
No.
I like to have him on, but he always bails after 10 minutes. I gotta go to bed. He's like
He does
real
wake up
energetic.
early. You can't.
He's
blame
real
him.
energetic for the first 12 minutes, and then he gets bored. Remember that time we had that guy from Ben from the what's that tackle company out in California, Arizona?
Oh yeah, the hooked up.
And JP was on, and Ben was going into all this stuff, and JP was like drifting away, like, dude, I don't even know where to start with that stuff.
My
Right?
favorite JP memory was when he tried to like resell his boat that he. Said
Oh
was, like,
my
horrible.
god, dude.
Yeah.
That was a funny one, man.
There's a good question from Nate. He wants to know what happened to Jimmy Big Time. They'd like to see him back on the show.
I talked to him last week. Mowing lawns, man.
What did you say?
He was mowing lawns.
When's he coming on?
I asked him. He's like, bro, I know. He's like, bro, I don't know. I don't do that anymore.
That's the other thing I wanted to
What
throw,
is that?
man.
Oh,
yeah, with your drop minnow on it, man.
Mhm.
Dang, that would have been good. Instead of a drop shot, it could have been powerful. So many things. I had so much in my box ready to go. Well, we'll just have to go up again.
He was so mad.
Who was?
You.
When?
That you couldn't use your gobstopper drop shot.
I was so pissed off. The one thing I really wanted to throw, and you just had me like working all your products, and that was fine. And I mean, for straight 2 days, nonstop, we're doing this. That's it. Nothing. And I'm like, okay, man, you're taking me fishing. I'm good with it. I mean, I did put the gas in the boat, paid for the hotel, the gas in the truck for the meals, man. I mean, I figured I could have worked something in. By the time I brought it out, it was a ghost town, and we couldn't go back and fish where Hank was fishing because we didn't want to press them. Right. And so I ended up catching a 30-inch northern on it. The only fish we caught after we left Hank. And well, that's not true because I did catch a 6'4".
You did catch a monster.
I did catch a monster.
Remember,
which I thought was a 7-pounder.
You do realize it.
I
thought it was 7.2. That wind picked up on Saturday.
Dude, it was
or Friday.
The wind was crushing, man. We went for miles. It was like 2 days. I mean, we did a whole day of nothing but looking and casting and searching with no bites. Literally, after you hit those spots, that was one of your 4 spots you'd feel comfortable again in the spring going back to, which yielded multiple fish for us, including the 6'4" I caught, which was the big fish of the day for me and my trip. There was nothing except for that northern. And Trav was like, oh, you just snagged him. And it was in the corner of his mouth. I'm like, what do you mean I snagged? He fucking ate it.
Yeah.
I'm saying that's a testimony to I wish I'd put it on. I'm so upset with myself. I should have done it. Oh, they would have gobbled that thing up, man. I had the tail dipped in bait fuel. I was ready to go.
Yeah.
That's another discussion. And then the thing you did last summer, we'll talk about one day.
What?
Oh, you're in trouble, man.
Tell the story because I know you're dying to.
Oh, I'm not going to do it right now. No,
I don't mind.
No, it's too early. I'm waiting for the. Oh no. We will not talk about it. Do not. I'll tell you why. Don't talk about it, but I'm not telling you now. I'll tell you offline. Don't talk about it. Do not talk about it.
Okay.
No. I mean, I'll type a note in the private chat.
No. Don't worry.
Yeah, I don't want anybody else to see it.
Okay.
No. But I know what you did last summer, bro. I know what you did last summer. Part 2.
What's up, JP?
What's going on?
I had Travis cracking up. I'm not even going to tell you this part either. There's like 2 things I won't tell. I kept saying this to Travis, whispering in his ear, and he would crack up, man. I had you laughing your ass off. You know what it is. I'm not telling. I'm not saying.
I don't know.
It's a thing I started cracking up at the beginning of the show, and you were crying and I was crying.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
That
thanks.
thing.
Do you know how much editing I had to do? Fuck.
Man, that's part of the fun. Where else can you catch 30 pounds of smallmouth and laugh your ever-loving ass off? That's good stuff, man.
Anyways, JP, what's going on, man?
What's going on, guys?
Look at that.
Dragging me out of bed at 9:30 at night.
You were in bed for real?
Yeah, man, my day starts at 3:30 in the morning.
That's crazy.
That's-
I get
that
why
is
you were
crazy.
asleep.
We won't keep you.
Water temp in Ticonderoga. I don't know, guys. It's anywhere from 51 degrees to I saw as high as 58, and then I took a ride north of the bridge, and it was still 39.
What?
How was fishing?
The fishing was relatively pretty slow in the morning, but it was real good in the afternoon. I ended up finding one little spot, little pinch point, man. I was able to just power pole down in this one spot and crank on them for like 2 hours. It was pretty good.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
It's turning on. If you're going to get up there, this is going to be the weekend. You want to get there. The fish are going to start flooding the bank with all this warm weather and everything. It's going to get pretty crazy up there. And it seems like everything's going to happen really fast. You know, we don't get springs anymore. We go right from winter to summer. So the spawn lasts like a week and a half, and then it's going to be done. So.
I know, man. That's how I gauged my life. How many more spawns do I have in my life? Right? And JP, thank you for talking us home part of the way. Me and JP had the most awesome conversation, Travis. Like, all right.
Travis is like, yo, man, you got to call me. We got to talk about stuff. I call, right? And he says, I only want to be on the show for 10 minutes. Within 2 minutes, he's Silent Bob, and I'm just talking to Eric. And the next thing you know, it's like an hour and a half into the car ride. And Eric goes, yeah, Travis lost interest an hour and 27 minutes ago. So that was pretty cool. But it was nice, man. I left here Friday night, drove up there, stayed with my buddy RC Coop, and spent the night. I was on the water at like 5:30 in the morning.
Wow.
I mean, I say it was slow, but I caught fish all day long. It was just I found that special spot where I caught 60 fish off of one little spot, which is nothing compared to what you guys were doing. But in terms of Ticonderoga, that's a pretty good.
I'd say
area,
it's pretty damn good. Are you kidding me? Wow.
Yeah,
what was your big?
Nah, 5.5. I didn't get no big giant ones.
Nah, 5.5. It's nothing. What? That's a good fish, dude.
Still waiting to get that 6.5.
Yeah,
close
dude.
to 7 pounders.
No. That's true, man. I got some
change
messages from some guys that are on the pot that have been on the Smallmouth Crush podcast before. And Lenny, he's like, he was giving me some pointers after the fact on my way home. He's like, did you fish that bay? And that's right where we left. I'm like, yeah, we fished it. Anyways, so then I get another message from some random dude and talked about our 30-pound bag. He goes, bro, that's pretty lame for this time of year. And he has a good point, dude. There's people catching 33, 35-pound bags of smallmouth.
Actually, my buddy that I stay with up there in Chameau, Johnny K, he got a 30-pound bag on Sunday.
Yeah, everybody's getting 30.
I was kind of disappointed because to be honest with the
ain't
whole
a big
smallmouth
deal anymore. Eric.
Oh, okay. Time out. Oh, we got a 33-pound bag. Oh, yeah? Put it on a scale and tell me it's 33 pounds.
Wow.
To all you guys out there who caught the 33 pounds, look, I'm a largemouth guy. I'm only a smallmouth fisherman in part because of Travis. At the end of the day, until you put them on the scale, because I've heard a lot from a lot of people, and I'm looking at one right now. Was it really 30 pounds? Because you can never guess the weight. You can't guess it by a picture. You can't guess it by holding it. You have to put them on the scale. And until you do, it don't mean shit to me. So I said it. That's right. Put it on the scale and show me your 5.
Here's what I got to say. I call him up. Trav, what's going on, man? Think about heading up there this weekend. Nah, man, it ain't as easy as it looks. Okay, so I redirect, right, guys? I'm like, screw it. It's gonna blow like 25 out of the north. I'm gonna go where I know I'm gonna catch some fish, right? Then he posts all these videos. I'm like, what a lying motherfucker.
I I swear, man, I've seen too many people. Look, even Travis, this is a big one. He would turn to me and go, "This is the one." And oh, it's not that big. You can't tell by fighting them. Sometimes the threes or 3.5s fight harder than the 5-pounder. It's unbelievable. They fool you. You look at them in the water. I couldn't tell. I mean, look, I have not fished for smallmouth in gin clear water, sight fished. I looked at a group of fish and I'm going, I don't have a clue which is the big one. Travis goes, he's right there. I'm like, right where? I'm looking at 7 fucking fish. I don't know. And then he snipes it out of the group. I'm like, that's freaking ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
And then you put one on the scale and you're going, damn, I thought that was a 5. It ain't. Like he goes, that fish is 3.75 at Will's. And I'm like, bullshit. I put on scales of 4.4. And his scale weighs light. It's probably 4.6 or 4.7. His scale is 100%.
Yeah, the river fish screwed me up.
Yeah, I remember
I'm
last
telling
year
you, all
when
those
Gino,
fish that-
when
they're
Gino and
crazy.
I had that 28 pounds last year, I was looking in the live well and I'm thinking, man, we got like 22.5, 23 pounds.
Right.
And then when I got up there and I pulled the mesh bag out of the water bag, I was like, I don't know, man. That seems a lot big. But Gino was saying the whole time, he's like, you don't even know what you're talking about. The fish are a lot bigger than you think. But the fish up on Lake Ontario, man, they're not like long. They're like they're built like refrigerators. You know what I mean?
They are.
You see, they're hard to judge them. So,
and some are extra refrigerators because
those are the
they have
ones I
this-
like, the extra
they
fat
have the
ones.
they have the insulation. It's not like a gut, but they're so thick in the tail or a short broad tail, and some are really long. So look, man, everybody with their 33-pound bags, until you put it on the scale and you show it and you show yourself weighing them, I don't want to hear it. I'm sorry.
All right, guys, here's the deal. July 24th, the biggest team open in New York State. Now, I'm a little disappointed with how many entry fees I got for his tournament so far, fellas. It's kind of pathetic. I know you guys are gonna show up and fish this tournament, so you should really send it in so that you can lock in your spot. And it's also what it's going to do for Travis and I is it's going to gauge us on whether to even have the tournament. And right now, it's not looking good. All right. I got 4 entry fees that I deposited into the bank account, right? And
so 2 things aren't looking good: your Senko order and the what you call it.
no, I'm not really worried about the Senko order. When that guy calls me back, I'm pretty sure we can work out a half order or whatever. I called there today. The guy wasn't in. She's gonna have him call me tomorrow or whatnot.
Yeah.
But for the tournament, I mean, this is what everybody's been talking about. I've been around team tournaments for the last 20 years or whatever. And everybody's always blowing smoke about how they want a bigger money tournament. Here we go. We make it happen. And it was all everybody's going to sign up and it's going to be great and everything. And hey, I'll tell you what, I got them first 4 entries in the first 2 days after the podcast. I was like, yeah, Travis, this is going to be awesome. And I'll tell you, I didn't cash them. I put them up above the refrigerator for a while because I wanted to see how many I was going to get, But finally, I just had to go and start the account and get them 4 in there or whatnot. But I'd really like to up the entry fees here, guys. Get us to that warm, fuzzy feeling inside about how many people are going to show up to this event.
What's the minimum? Like, if
We're going to have it regardless. I mean, I see.
You mean it could be a 4-boat tournament?
No, there'll be 25, 30 boats that morning of.
Okay.
We want to have at least 50
I'd like to get
boats.
50. That was the goal.
Yeah.
All right. That's what I wanted to know. 50.
I'd like to see 75 because I think we can do it. I think there's going to be locals. I think the Canadians are going to drive over to fish the tournament. I mean,
oh wow.
And the weird thing is the people that sent me the entry fees, they're from down by you, Pennsylvania.
That's
Actually,
strong,
the one
man.
guy, I'm going to drop a name here, Mark Babcock. I used to fish when I fished the Bass Opens regularly back in 2011, 10, 11, 12, 13. He was a firefighter from New York City. So when I got that check, I'm like, man, that name sounds familiar. And Travis had called me and he's like, yo, man, Babcock wants to know when you're going to cash his check. So I was like, all right. So on the entry form, he had put his phone number. So I called everybody that sent me a check and said, hey, I'm going to be depositing the check on Monday or whatever, just so you know, so you don't have to worry about it anymore. And when I typed in Babcock's phone number, his name pops up in my phone. So then I instantly knew it was the same guy, you know?
Listen,
So that was cool.
Even Gino goes, no one enters their club tournaments until they see how practice goes.
That's because they don't let people join. Gino, you don't even let people join the tournament beforehand. So you can't even talk about that.
Okay. John goes, BFLs pick up 90%
the week
by
before.
the week before. That's how it is. That's how I look at me. Like, I didn't sign up for any of these coming up. You know what I mean? Like, we signed up for the Ike one, but
then I had a bunch of people call me up and they're like, oh, it's I don't have anybody to fish with. And I'm like, well, I can find people to fish with if they want to fly in. And people, you know, I don't know if I want to fly in. Well, I'm flying in. I'm flying in next week. And Travis and I are going to put an ass whooping on these guys up there in Sturgeon Bay. All right. That's what's going to happen. So
I don't know, dude. It might
you
be
better,
the first.
You better be putting some long hours in, finding some good ones. And then I hope that I can put some long hours in with you the day you pick me up, because I'm going to be there like 6 a.m. So
We're going to go fun fishing that day.
Oh, all right.
Nice.
We're going to go sit
Oh,
in the
man.
lakes, bro. Oh, goodness. Well,
so it's kind of cool though. So like I was saying, I went up to Ticonderoga there, and I got there in the morning. It was like 38 degrees, and it was nice and cold still. And I went in some backwaters and caught some fish and whatnot. And then I went out on some rocky points, and I did real good, as I usually do. And then I just kept on hitting them backwaters, thinking, man, they got to be moving up. And there's a couple of guys that are saying that they're smashing them back there. And then I'm like, well, I don't know if the smashing's happening yet, because I mean, I've got some pretty juicy spots that I've gone to, and I'm not getting the numbers that some of these guys are saying. But then in the afternoon, dude, it did turn on. You got it. I just found this little pinch point, and cool. I caught 3 slobs, dude. 3 like 4 3/4 pound fish in 3 casts.
These are smallies or largies?
These are all largemouth. So I catch these 3
really
fish, right,
good,
Eric?
Dude.
And and I look and I go, man, on the backside of this, I could see the current, because there was a heavy north wind.
Yeah.
And it was blowing the water through this little pinch I found, right?
That's awesome.
And normally this spot has a big giant beaver dam in it. But they the railroad must have went in and dug it out with an excavator, because the dam's not there anymore. Right? So I'm like, man, I wonder if I could float my boat through there, you know, right? So I'm like, screw it, I'm going to try it. So I just floated my boat through this little spot there, and I got on the other side, right? And then I turned the boat around, and I'm like, oh, dude, I know right where these fish are going to be. And literally for an hour and a half, it was like, I mean, it wasn't every cast. I'd catch them on 5 casts, and then it would go cold for a little bit. So I'd just sit down and screw around on my phone, let them just sit there for a minute, get back up, bang, catch 5 more, sit back down. So it really made my day, you know. It was good.
Throwing a jig? What were we throwing?
I started out with a bladed jig, and then followed it up just flipping a jig in there when they really slowed down, you know. So then I was on the phone with Henry, and I'm like, yeah, you know, it's a pretty good day or whatever. So I trolling motored all the way back out to the main lake. And I'm like, I bet you if I go back there right now, I can catch another good one. So I put the trolling motor on high while I was on the phone with him. And I went back in there again, threw back up in there, and caught another one like 4.5. So I was like, man, this spot's freaking awesome. And then, you know, I gave the spot to Cooper for the next day. And he said he went down there. He's like, I couldn't catch a sniff in there. I'm like, man, I don't know. They were so staged up in there. And to be honest with you, I think some of them were already, I mean, the water ain't even 60 yet, but man, some of that fish were beat up looking, long and skinny. I would swear they already spawned. Yeah.
I mean, there could have been a wave. Look, man, they don't wait. They know. It doesn't have to be 65.
No.
They'll go early, man. It's time of, you know, it's time light, right? You know, getting lighter early, staying light longer. And if the water hits freaking 60, they'll spawn for sure. I'm sure group went. Because there was a big.
We could talk about this spot, because this spot's you ain't getting to it during tournament season. So no, I'm saying like everything I've shared about this spot, I can share with it, because you ain't getting in there come tournament season anyway. The water's high right now. I mean, it's not like flood stage high, but it's high enough that there's some trees in the water, and I could get back to this area. But within another week or so, you ain't getting to it. So
JP, your spinning rods are on the left hand, right? Like a normal.
Yes.
And then your bait casters you're going to do right.
Yes. Do you need me to bring a couple reels with me, or?
No, I'll have everything.
All right. So I'm just going to bring rain gear and clothes.
Yeah, you're going to throw your little your swim bait. And
we ain't talking about that.
No, you'll be fine.
I know what you threw last summer, though, bro.
Oh man,
that might be for
another VIP live from Smallmouth.
That ain't happening. I'll never be able to stay at my buddy's house again.
I hear you.
Oh, because it ain't your deal.
That's right.
10-4.
Mm-hmm.
Not to be disclosed.
So
unless
happening.
Well, I could talk about it.
Well,
I don't think you could. You better watch your back, bro.
He wouldn't do that to the bro.
I mean, I'm going to throw it on camera. I just don't talk about it.
Don't
let the Kitech out of the bag.
Gino's.
The operator will come pay you a visit late at night.
The operator. Yes.
Oh yeah, you know what happened too? Some guy sunk his boat up at Champlain over the weekend.
Oh no, that's
yeah.
not
So I
good,
pull into this
man.
bay, right? And I'm fishing and I'm fishing and fishing and fishing. It's a spot that they should be loaded in, right? And I'm not catching shit. So I'm fishing and fishing. I'm looking over in the spot. And I'm like, man, that freaking boat hasn't moved. That guy must be on a little pot of him or whatever, you know? So then I left. I went fishing around and I came back and instead of went on the south side of the bay, I went on the north side. I started working my way down, right? And I'm like, man, that boat's sitting there, but it kind of looks like it's half in the water, right? So I'm fishing down. I'm getting closer. Now I'm getting nervous. Now I see the cowling's off. It's shoved on the front of the boat. There's a life jacket tied to the trolling motor. It's an old, what do they call it? Raging Cajun bass boats from like 1980 something.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's sunk, dude. It's full of water. And now I'm looking for a body because, you know, what are you going to think when you see a boat sunk, right? Like right there in the lake. So I'm looking for like a person and I'm not finding
How
anybody.
far away are you at this point?
From the boat? Oh, I'm right up next to it now. I fished right up to it because once I realized it was a boat, I had to go down. And here's the tough spot, right?
Wait
It's
a minute.
like, man,
Did you say you fished up to it or you ran over to it?
no, I fished up to it because, like I said, I couldn't tell if there was somebody on it because there was a life jacket up. Well, to be honest with you, Eric, I was in a tight spot because do you call the cops? Because
no,
if
you were catching them. I get it. You were in a tight spot.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't catching them in the spot. I just said that I wasn't. But the thing is, like, are you going to call the police right away? Because then your
Hell
whole
yeah, I
day's,
am. I'm fucking dialing 911.
your whole day is kind of tied up. You got to assess the situation. You get up to the boat. Once I saw that the life jacket was tied to the front of the trolling motor,
Right.
I said to myself, all right, this person tied that there. That life jacket's been
He
it's
gave
brand
up
new.
he gave up his life jacket. So
He let people know that we're
rescued.
safe. So
Okay.
fast forward to the end of the day. Now it's like 6:30 at night. I fished all day. I get to the ramp. I put my boat on the trailer. Gino calls me. He's like, yo, come to the dock and get my keys. I'll put my boat. Oh, you can help me get the boat on the trailer. So I help Gino. And all of a sudden, I see this truck go down to the ramp, right? And or not to the ramp. They just pulled in. And there was an RV in the parking lot. And I had noticed in the morning that there was a truck next to it with no boat on the trailer, right? And it was pitch dark because I launched in the dark at like 5 o'clock in the morning. So I'm like, man, I can't believe that guy beat me out. He must be catfishing or something because they got the freaking RV and everything, and he's out fishing already. Well, he wasn't out fishing. That's the guy that sunk his boat. And when me and Gino were pulling out at 6:30 at night, he was pulling in with the boat on the trailer, dude, and it was completely shot. I mean, the boat's, he says he's probably going to just take it home and crush it up with an excavator and bury it. So he was saying he was fishing, and all of a sudden he felt the stag of the motor just dunk. You know, they weren't running the big motor; they were on the trolling motor, and he just hit the skag off of something. And then like 3 minutes later, he looked down, and the bilge pump wasn't turned on, and they were taking on water like crazy. So when they went to get it, they were towing it, and the guy that was towing it was going like really, really slow. And he's like, well, I kept telling him he's got to go faster, and he wasn't listening to me. And all of a sudden,
No way.
tipped over and sunk all the way. Yeah.
Oh no.
Kind of felt bad for the guy. So,
Wow.
but I said, yeah, your life jacket was a giveaway that you were okay. Because I said to him, I said, I was going to call the police, but then I'm thinking to myself, man, once I call the police, I'm going to be tied up here all day. The boat is on the shore. It's like not out in the middle of the lake. So I knew they'd gotten it to the shore, and the life jacket was tied to the front. So.
Oh, so the boat was on the shore at that point.
It was sunk in the water on the shoreline.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, if it was out in the middle of the lake, I would have called the police. Yes, I mean the water temperature.
That's why my brain was. I was
No,
having
it's
a
up
hard
on the
time with the
bank.
story. I gotcha. I gotcha. You said you kept fishing over to it. And I'm like, all right.
So Eric or Alex, where the hell's the mustache?
It had to go. It was getting.
Nah, it's got to come back, dude.
It will.
That was
I just don't
pristine.
like when it's like I'm drinking coffee and I get like half a face of mustache along
I
with the coffee.
I like it like that, dude. It looked good.
It'll come back. Give me about a month or so. It'll be back to where it was.
Oh yeah, Gino's right. That guy was like, yeah, my son caught his personal best smallmouth, and the guy who sunk the boat caught his personal best largemouth. So he's like, it was a good trip and good memories, but now we got the shit memory of sinking our boat. So
Holy crap, dude. That's
That's weird.
nuts, man.
I got a good story for you. My buddy up in Chameau, when he was younger, he was fishing on the Hudson River with one of his buddies, and they had his buddy's father's boat. So they tow it down to the Hudson River. They got in some rough water. They sunk it, and they drove home with no boat on the trailer and had to tell the guy's old man they sunk the boat.
Wow.
See you later.
That's crazy. Oh, holy man.
Anyways, well, I appreciate everyone listening and hanging out with us tonight. I know it wasn't the most exciting live, but we'll get better. Yeah. Blue Eddie. What do you think of this thing, man? They're sponsors of the show.
What is that thing? A generator?
It's just a huge
Portable.
generator, battery pack, portable, solar powered.
You going to
Thing's
keep that on the
amazing,
back
dude.
deck when you're looking for spawners?
Well, you definitely can charge your boat with it. I tried. I used
what
it
I'm
to
saying.
charge my batteries.
Did it work?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, worked for 3.5 hours,
Better than
which
nothing.
is
Pretty good.
pretty good. Mm-hmm.
If you had the solar charger up, you could have maybe done it longer.
I know. I didn't even think of that. Jeez.
Hello.
Always thinking.
Oh, can I
here.
talk about what I had done to my boat while I'm on?
Yeah.
You're what?
Can I talk about what I had done to my boat last week while I'm on here?
Yeah, why not?
All right, guys. So here's the deal. I met this guy. His name's Ryan Denning. He's from the Sacandaga Lake region in New York State. And what he owns is Adirondack Mobile Detailing, right? So I had seen some of his work on social media and a couple of like advertisements that he put out. So I called him up and I said, "Hey, Ryan, listen, my name's JP. I fish a lot of bass tournaments, pretty well known in the area. I think what we can do is have like a little business relationship going on." So I said, "Why don't you come out and do this ceramic coating on my Ranger? And what I'll do is I'll try to grab you guys some business or whatever." So he's like, "Yeah, sounds like a good idea." And this is going back like 6-8 months ago, you know. So throughout the winter, we're talking and whatnot. And finally, last week, he was like, "All right, listen, dude, I'm just going to come right to your house and do the boat on Thursday." So last Thursday, he comes out and he was here for like, I don't know, like 6.5 hours working on the big rig, man. He washed it, sanded it, polished it, got the whole thing looking like it was showroom clean. And then he applied this ceramic coating to it. So basically, I don't know if anybody's familiar with ceramic coating or not, but it's just like a sealant that goes over your gel coat or your paint. You can do it on a vehicle too. And what happens is, like, if you have a black car or like this boat, man, the boat that I have has no gel flake in it. It's just no metal flake. It's just solid gel. So what I was getting was a ton of water spots, you know. And the Ranger's got a lot of chrome trim and stuff. And the chrome trim would have water spots. And then Mercury, Travis, you got to see this thing, dude. So I go to Ty on Saturday. And it's a mud hole. I mean, it's muddy. It's blowing out of the north. I get off the water in the afternoon. And the guy's like, "It's real simple. You just take a wet rag, wipe the boat down, and then take this gray cloth I'm going to give you and wipe down the side of the boat." And he goes, "You won't even have to wash it. It's going to look like it's brand new." Dude, I wiped this thing down after fishing for 12 hours in that mud pit. It looked like it came right off the showroom floor again.
Wow.
The motor looked like I had just waxed it. I'm not bullcrapping either.
Oh,
It works, man. It's
that
pretty
even
cool.
goes on the motor too?
Yeah, he put it on the motor. Yep.
Wow.
Trailer fenders. It's the deal. I mean, it's a 4-year treatment, and he told me if I use the there's like a conditioner that you can put on it every other month or whatever, which is cheap. It's $32 for a bottle for the conditioner. And you rub that on there or whatever, and it keeps going. He's like, "Dude, it'll last you 6-8 years if you keep putting the treatment on it."
Wow.
That's crazy.
So can he apply that while the boat's on the trailer? Or does he have like a special?
Yeah, he did the whole thing in my driveway while I was on the trailer. So he does from the top gunnel line all the way down the hull and the motor.
Okay. Awesome.
So, I mean, normally it's like, it's pretty expensive now. To get this done it's a pretty big investment. But if you're going to keep your boat for a while, or if you're like Travis, who gets rid of it at the end of every season and it wants it to look like, it's brand new still when he gets rid of it. I mean, it's a good investment to get. Normally it runs somewhere between, like $125 to $135 a foot. So it does get pricey to get it done. I do have a deal worked out with them for the first 6 sales I can get them. It'll be substantially lower pricing. But like I said, for myself, because I fish in the grass all the time on the slop, this is going to be great, dude. when it's all slopped up and normally you pull off and you got the yellow line down your boat and you drive all the way home and then that line's caked on there. Gone. I don't know. It's just so cool how it's got that barrier between the gel coat and your rag and it just wipes off. It looks freaking clean. It looks like I just got it out of the car wash.
Crazy.
Cool. That's awesome.
We'll look into it. I mean, I got home and I had to take the power washer and soap, man. I was scrubbing away.
You would.
I did. What does that mean?
You're a guy that vacuums before you go fishing. I don't know.
Remember that night it rained and I had to pull in at the gas station?
Yep.
And I started vacuuming.
Yes.
And I was waiting for you to come out of the truck.
You caused a stir.
10 o'clock at night. People in the gas station are looking at me.
Like, what's he doing?
There was a lot of bugs on the carpet.
Yes. Meet my friend. His name is Hazel.
Hey, Travis, do you treat your carpet with that starch, Scotch? What do they call it?
Scotch Guard.
Scotch Guard.
No.
Good.
So if I get a little stain, I'll use some carpet remover and spray on, scrub it in.
So Larry Mazur, you've had him on the show before. He's a big stick down on Lake Erie. When I went out with him and it was raining, dude, and the water was beating off of his carpet, right? And I'm like, what the hell do you got on this carpet, you know? And he's like, oh, you got it. What's it called, Eric?
Scotch Guard.
See, he put Scotch Guard. He treats his carpet with Scotch Guard. And dude, it's just like this ceramic coating for the gel coat. It kept his carpet. The freaking carpet was amazing looking at the end. It poured all day and the carpet looked brand new and dry.
Scotch Guard.
Don't worry about the chemicals. Just don't fish in your bare feet. There's Teflon in it. And if you've read about dark waters, well, but don't worry, we're surrounded by chemicals on our boats and plastics, and we bite off crawls. You got the
dude. I work in chemical plants. I'm not worried about some Scotch Guard on my feet, dude.
Don't worry about it, man. You drink that for breakfast. It's in your protein shake, man. You don't even worry about it. You drink Teflon for breakfast, bro. If you spray it on yourself, the bugs won't get to you either. Ooh. God, there was a million bugs up there in Ontario.
Travis, are you going to run your boat before you go to Wisconsin, or what's up?
Nope, we're going to run it.
You can't just bring it down. You can't just bring it down to the river and make a quick pass real quick before you drive all the way out there. I was thinking, because if you get in a real pinch, you could always swing up here and grab the old 520 and take that out there.
No. So, guys, I had a little tilt bolt came out. It was a mess.
Look, man, honestly, I think they kind of set you up a little bit because so we're riding along and Travis has got it going about 50 miles an hour and all of a sudden the boat goes toom, toom, toom. And I'm like, that don't feel good, you know? And so Travis has been down this road before with this same issue last year, right, Travis? True? On the Mercury? Okay. So pulls it up. He goes, dude, we got to put this on the trailer. I can't trim the motor up. So, of course, we got to manually lift the motor. We almost did a Roman thing where, I'm like, Travis is like, the boat's like this. I'm like, there's a round log. Travis, the thing we should have done was we should have put two wheel chocks behind the log so it couldn't have rolled and the motor would have lifted halfway for us. Anyway, we lift the motor up and he calls. This is the first time we had to do it. He calls Richie. Richie talks him through it. He gets his toolkit out. He does it. Works again. I'm like, man, fantastic. We're back on the water. A little bit later that same day, does it again. So we got to bring it back, lift the motor again. And then there's another nut under basically near the what do you call it? The cowling of the motor, right? On the back side near the trim tail.
And I may have misunderstood him.
He never told you that the first time, or maybe he did. I heard him. You had him on speaker.
Yeah.
So that was the one he needed to tighten.
Well,
and then
Eric,
Travis
I'm not speaking for Richie Thayer, but Travis admitted himself. Travis is not the most mechanically inclined person when it comes to wrenching on a boat.
I got it, but dude, it's a 3-thread nut. I think you got to tell a guy, don't turn it more than 3 times. And Travis is over there going, crack, 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 crack. And he goes, it won't tighten. That's because it was stripped at that point. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Is there a bolt behind it? And I'm like, that can't be good.
Now, Travis, did it get tight and then loose again?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
well, there
definitely
you go.
stripped it out.
Yeah, but don't you
So-
think you tell the guy, look, it's a 3-thread nut. Don't over tighten. Like, I don't know, man. I felt like Travis didn't do anything wrong. I don't know. Because typically, like in an engine, you'd think there'd be something to stop it. It's like 3 threads and then it hits metal.
Now that
Okay.
once I saw it, because so Richie overnighted me that bolt the next day. So it was
Totally
at my house,
took care of us. That's right.
and I'm
Well,
nervous, but I believe I have it ready to. I think it's good.
Well, you put wet Loctite on it this time.
I
right?
did, but
Yeah,
I did
because
not.
here's the deal. Here's the deal, guys. I'm
What's
a
so
pipe
damn
fitter.
funny,
I'm a pipe
Eric?
fitter by trade. Okay. When
You
you,
know
buy
these
a
things.
bolt and that bolt comes with red or blue Loctite already on the end of it, okay, that's for visual thing for your brain. That is not how Loctite works. Loctite is wet. Then you tighten it in. While it's wet, the friction makes it all work, and then it locks in there. You know what I'm saying? It's not dry. I mean, pipe dope, when you put pipe dope on, it's wet. You don't take dry pipe dope and put it on pipe and then screw the pipe in, you know? And there's a difference. There's soft set and there's hard set. You know what I'm saying? It's wet, and then you tighten the pipe in and it hardens. That's what Loctite does. So when you buy a bolt and it's already got Loctite on it, that's great. Do yourself a favor, pull out the old tube of blue Loctite, put a couple squirts on there, and then put it in. It's just going to save you for a headache later. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah,
Well,
which I
then-
did. So
he did, and then we had to do it a third time, and this time we did the repair on the water, and that's when the boat fell in the river. I mean, the bolt.
Oh, you watched it sink right to the bottom.
Oh, dude, then we knew we were screwed. So Will is making calls around the island, finds a guy with a bolt. So we take it up there, man, and Travis like, I'll pay $500 for a whole new unit. And the guy was laughing, and then I go, he hung up, and I go, Travis, I think you just said you'd pay $500 for a bolt. And he goes, well, I'm not doing that. We go there, and the guy's got a brand new bolt, but it was stripped. So, and he tried to put it into the strip threads and strip that bolt. So we were done at that point. But he did rethread it. But, you know, I think why the man, the pipe fitter, is telling you to run it, he's not certain. JP, you said it went on the way
and
home.
I don't think we'll be certain either, because remember, it worked for a little while on the beginning of the day. We ran all the way to the other river.
when you screwed it in, the new bolt, how did it feel? Did it go in right? Did you have to fool with it? Did it just screw right in?
It went in good, but I didn't tighten it all the way. And then I text Richie, and Richie goes, you don't have to flush it all the way in. Just get it so it's tight enough and call it a day. It doesn't go all the way in. And JP, you confirmed it on your motor too.
Yeah, it doesn't sit. The head
Flush.
of the bolt doesn't sit flush. It sticks out 1/8 of an inch. But what I would do is call Mercury, right? And I would ask them for the torque spec on that bolt, because they have to have one. And then I would go to AutoZone for $20. You can get a little handheld torque wrench. And then it's just peace of mind. If it's 20 foot-pounds, you got 20 foot-pounds and you're good to go, because tight is tight.
You mean
Too
a
tight's
torque wrench?
broken.
You're telling me a torque wrench will say 20 pounds of torque, and it'll automatically, that's all you can do. You won't.
Yeah, you
give
could buy
any more.
you could buy a real cheap torque wrench. It's actually got like a needle.
That's what I mean.
On it, and you keep pulling on it, and the needle will move right to the 20-pound mark, and you know you're at 20 pounds.
Travis, that's a good plan.
You know what I mean? And that way, because too tight is broken.
My
but
problem is
not
one
tight
if
enough
it's
is going to
one
fall
if it's
out.
20 for sure right now, and I go to jack on it, and it.
No, you already got Loctite on it. I mean, at
You're
this
not
point,
following what I'm saying. To you.
I'm good.
The needle.
We're good.
There's a needle. It's just like a gauge. It goes
You
from
have to
0
put
to 50.
pressure on that, is what I'm saying.
You got to put pressure on it, but you don't just go pulling on it. You pull nice and slow until that needle gets to the 20, and then you're done. If it's 20, if it's 50, you pull until it gets to the 50.
but if he goes to retighten it, doesn't that break the Loctite sealing? It's got to take it out, put fresh Loctite
Well,
on
I would
it
take it
again.
out and put fresh Loctite in it. I would make sure it's torqued to the right torque.
And if you're really feeling ballsy, you call up Mercury and go, look, this second time's happened to me in 2 years. You busted me on right. You're almost late for weigh-in on a tournament. You made a defective part. Send me a whole new unit.
Oh, is that what happened during the Open last year? That bolt fell off while you were running in?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, this is a common problem. I read about this thing all the time. This is a piss poor design that they did on that bolt. They should redesign something.
I mean,
It should be a recall, really, because if you go on Bass Boat Central, which I hate going on that website because then people are freaking out there, dude. But there's a whole thread on that bolt.
Dude, I would agree. It's a recall situation. If that many people are having a problem with it, and this is back-to-back years for him, and the motor only had 25 hours on it, and the bolt was loose and about to fall out, and you got to monkey with that thing on the side and tighten that up. It's no bueno, man. Because look, you're pounded. I mean, are you kidding? It's going to back out.
Put it this way, Travis, for the $20 you can spend for the torque wrench every morning when you're doing your little routine to go on the water for the day, you can just go back there and get it back to the whatever poundage it's got to be.
I'm good.
Okay. I know I'm going to do that. I'm going to go buy the torque wrench, guys, and I'm going to call Mercury tomorrow morning, and I'm going to get the torque spec because I don't have the time. I only get 1 day a week to go fishing as it is, so I don't want to be stuck, with my thumb up.
E-Stack says it won't torque correctly with the old Loctite.
Well, I mean, if I'm only going to go once a week, I'm going to take the bolt out and put the Loctite on it. If I get into a situation where I'm noticing this thing's not keeping torque, I'm going to go to extra precaution to make sure because it's too much. What if we're fishing the Smallmouth Crush, Smallmouth Open, and I'm 32 miles out on the Lake Ontario with 29 pounds in the live well, knowing I'm going to beat your monkey ass, and all of a sudden I'm running in and my motor starts shaking and there's nobody around. I'm going to be kicking myself in the ass knowing I could have torqued it that morning. He's pissed, Eric.
I don't know, man.
I found 2 of those bolts online. I ordered 2 to ship to my parents as well.
Oh my God.
We'll see if it holds.
Crazy.
Oh, one thing I saw, now that Sean Lee just said that, is put another bolt nut. I have seen on that Bass Boat Central, dude, that some guys, they take a zip tie and they wrap a zip tie around the bolt and around the shaft that's on, and they tighten the zip tie down so that the bolt can't literally fall out. Because I think that's what happens. It can't loosen because the zip tie's on there holding it. So I might try that too. I might get stainless steel wire though and put wire around it and then take a pair of pliers and twist the wire so it's actually tighter on the nut because I don't feel that a zip tie is really going to stop it from backing out.
Damn, this is crazy. Listen to what you guys are talking about. That's nuts.
Where's this information on Bass Boat Central?
You can just go onto the Mercury forum and go looking through there, and there's one on there about that. There's a couple on there about it.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Could you mix a little red and blue Loctite together and then it would hide it?
The problem with the red is that the red is permanent.
Yeah. So what?
God forbid you had to get that out of there. You're not getting it out of there.
What do you have to get it out of there for?
I guess you don't, but I mean, red's permanent, and that's not a heat situation where you're going to be able to back it off. That part of the motor doesn't get hot. It's just that's like putting Expando on it. It's not coming out.
Really?
Without heat.
Whoa. Expando. Dude, I love this talk. It's just awesome.
I know. I've learned more about pipe fitting tonight than I have fishing. And I'm not mad about that.
Can I use some Expando for something? Can I put it on a crankbait for some reason?
You know what Expando is? It's just a powder that comes in, it comes in a little tin, and then you mix it with water till it's like the consistency of syrup.
Yeah.
And then you put it on pipe threads, and when you make it in, and that fucker's never coming off.
Wow.
Expando. Is flex tape good?
Flex tape.
You mean as seen on TV?
I don't know. That guy floated a door with it. I know that, a screen door. He put it on the bottom of a boat.
I mean, why not just put a piece of flex tape over that thing?
Well, maybe you could do that. That might actually work. Put some flex tape over the top of it. I mean, it's not like you're trying to hold pressure. You're just trying to hold the bolt in.
Right. Why not just put a piece of flex tape? Good idea, Travis.
You know what it was Mercury used to have a drive pin that you would hit him with a hammer. Well, yeah. I've never in my life had one of them go bad. Knock on wood, I haven't had this bolt go bad, but enough people have had this bolt fall out that it's an issue. Why did they change the design?
I don't know, man. Sounds like you need some Expando on that thing.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. Then send it to Mercury. You deal with it, guys. You design this shitty bolt. Yeah, I put red Loctite on it. Now what? Let them drill it out at the factory. I guess then you don't have your boat for a year. Another guy with red Loctite. Back her in. Fire up the drill press. This guy put Expando in it. He must have been really frustrated. Well, yeah, his bowl fell out 6 times and he lost the tournament. Wouldn't you put some Expando in it too, Mr. Mercury? Why, yes, I would. I can appreciate their frustration, guys. Let's fix this right now. Well, why do we ever go away from the Loctite pen or whatever the hell JP just said they used? The ball peen hammer pen. Mr. Mercury, come out here now. This guy used foam. What's this flex tape on the motor, Joe? I think that's Travis.
All right, listen. This
Anybody
is
got any
cricket.
pipe dope? No, but I'd like to smoke some. I can't fix another one of these things.
Has your boat broke you down? Have you been left on the water? The trim bolt falling out in the middle of a tournament?
Why, yes,
Call
it
us,
has.
1-800-SmallmouthCrush, where all your frustrations can go away.
No, we're
For the
doing
simple price of $9.99, the Big Balbrowski will send you a brand new can of Expando.
Yeah, no, we're doing a bass. It's not a class action lawsuit. It's a bass action lawsuit. Dial 1-800-BASS action. It's the
1-800, my trim sucks.
We've been right along. Oh, it's happening again. I was going to throw my crankbait. Damn it. Ah!
I was rolling down the river with a winning bag. All of a sudden, my trim went bad. I looked backwards and my motor was a-shaking. I wish I had the Loctite and would have had a raking.
Oh, man.
All right, listen,
Give me
guys,
some
I
of
gotta
that
go.
pipe dope, JP.
I'm going to see you guys later.
Mahalo, brother.
Later.
I gotta go.
I gotta go too, man. No, just one more cast, man. Absolutely, positively, the last cast.
Whew.
That was pretty good, right? I like that little Mr. Mercury skit. That's pretty good.
That was good.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, JP can rap, man. Oh, I got it. That's how it started on the ride home.
Oh man.
All right, guys.
Hey, Slumpy Grumpy said this is a classic. It saved the streak. Why, yes, it did.
That was pretty good.
That was very good.
That was awesome.
We got Travis crying again. I've had him crying twice in 48 hours, man. I'm the only man that can make Travis cry. Right? You looked at me. You had tears streaming down your face driving the car. I don't think you knew why you were crying, but I was crying too. We cried together. It was dumb. Ah, man. We needed that. Good stress relief, bro. I hope your bolt stays in.
The bolt will be fine.
Get some of that flex tape just in case.
Richie hooked me up. We got one coming. I put it in properly, I believe. Listen, I can only do what I can do. You know what I mean? I don't know tools that well.
Right.
So
right.
I put her in. I feel like it's tight.
You're good.
All you can do, bro.
It'll be fine.
That's all you can do. Hey, man, listen, safe travels. Go win that Wisco tournament.
Heck yeah.
And
Well, I'll talk to everybody on next week, Monday, before that tournament. So,
oh, that's right.
yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Good to go.
Yeah, I'll be with Austin at Dreamcatchers, man.
Nice.
Maybe we could do a little live from the shop.
Let's do it.
Get Mikey Powers on. Do a Foursquare. Maybe I'll be talking about a double digit that I caught. or
Maybe.
lost. Who knows? Maybe I'll see one. Maybe I'll see nothing. Who knows? You just never know. That's why they call it fishing.
I hear you.
Yeah. All right.
All right, guys. As always, until next time, we'll see you on the water as well as next week, Monday. Look for, I got a tackle part 2, how I store my tackle in the boat. That's going to be coming out tomorrow.
Nice.
Afternoon, 3 p.m. And then I got to edit a bunch of videos here and
Tons.
get on the road.
All right.
All right, guys.
Alex, good to see you. Congratulations on your new crib, man. Everybody
you.
give Alex a hand for his new crib, man, and his fresh, clean shaven look, man.
Yes.
And Travis Manson, you earned your name, Smallmouth Crush, man. Thank you for putting me on one of the bags of my life, man.
Sounds
You're a rock
good.
star, bro. You're a rock star. And thanks
All
for
right.
the hoodie, man. Thanks for the hoodie.
Yeah.
right
You're
there.
welcome. You're
Yeah.
welcome. All right.
Yeah.
All right. See you guys.
Yeah. On the water.
All right.